Hello, my name is Kenneth, and welcome back to another episode of Hexahedron Plays Slay the Spire. Today we are giving the Silent another shot. Hopefully it won't have as fail as a run as last one ended up being. I was pretty happy with the deck, just didn't have enough HP to support it. Guess losing 30% of your HP when you already start with as little as 70 is not the greatest. When you take that vampire event. So let's see what we get this time. Upgraded card, 100 gold, 250 gold, or random boss relic. Where's our closest shop? Let's go for the 250 gold, even though I just said losing max HP. Pretty bad, apparently. I will risk it for a good early relic that we can pick from, rather than losing this guy, and getting one that potentially won't help at all. Yep, now we'll kill this first slime. It's usually how it goes. This one will try and wound us now, but it will try and weaken us in the future. Play it slowly, I guess. So, if he weakens us, it'll take a lot more slowly than I just planned for. I think that was fine, taking 2 damage there. Just wanted to wound us again. Yeah, there's his weaken. But he should be finished next turn no matter what. I definitely want to try and make Envenom work again in the future. I think we just went for too many things at once last run. We had potentially some discard stuff. We never got rid of any strikes or defends. This was a bit of a mess in total. I think Calculated Gamble is the most solid pick here, but Leg Sweep, not bad. Maybe we'll go for some kind of block deck again, though. I'll go for my second best pick for a little while, just to try and try out some new cards. Ugh, more HP loss. I think we'll do it since we're going for a shop in like a second, but it would kill us. Vajra, 1 strength, not bad. Our shop is Bronze Scales, max HP, and random colorless card. Definitely want Bronze Scales, no questions asked. Well laid plans. Would like to remove a card and getting our max HP back. It at least was a 100 net gold gain, which is funny because there was the option to just pick 100 gold as well. So maybe we should keep that downside and pick something else here. Kind of hard to say what we want to go for with this setup. We like Panache. We rarely have a chance to make it work. Go for some kind of Shiv deck, maybe. Let's give Panache a try. Yeah. In that case, deflect over backflip for the extra chance to trigger it. This way is pretty dangerous. We do get a rest site halfway through. Sure, let's go hard on relics this time. We kind of avoided too many elites last time for my liking. Don't have Panache active yet, so don't have to worry too much about seeing cards like this, but still not bad. We're going for a block 0 card cost deck. I don't know if that's a thing. Definitely sounded kind of sketchy coming out of my mouth. But you never know what you'll make work until you try it. We'll just play everything. Seven more damage, which we do indeed have. That was a completely easy Jawworm fight, all things considered. Do like dash. Don't think we're going for underhanded strike. Let's get backflip though. Finally going. Probably. Yeah, probably. Put this poison potion down on this guy. See if we can get any zero-cost stuff. Fortunately, we did not. And skipped a bunch of our defends, which we probably needed next turn. Oh, guess that means we're not increasing his strength as much, which is fine. I think a leg sweep is definitely worth it still. Can retain a card now. Definitely want to upgrade that as soon as possible to 2 cards. So I don't think it was upgraded yet. Yeah, it was not. I actually don't know what Panache upgrades into. 14 damage. Not the greatest increase, but I mean, it still adds up, so we'll consider it. This is what? 21 damage. I think we just go for the damage to not have to fight for potentially next turn in the future. This is not really worth it. Just saves us 2 now, and we'll take 2 again in the future. We'll save it though, just in case. Couldn't trigger Panache again, so I think we backflip. I think we are fine to use this now. Actually, this will kill you, won't it? It will. Worked out. We get Ice Cream, really good, especially if we're going to take this slowly. It seems like we might. Heal Hook, I think, is the pick here. Since we have 2 sources of weak. This is a rest before our second delete. So definitely it was worth it for Ice Cream alone coming down this path. Once again, no Panache, which would have been great with this hand. I guess we should have made backflip first then. Still didn't get it, so that's okay. We'll Urge Artifact on this guy, I guess. Could technically still weaken him and take no damage this turn. We already will take no damage though, so that'll be 2 strikes then. Keep Leg Sweep just in case. No, we'd have to wait for our Neutralize to come back around to make any use of it. Let's keep our strike instead. Suppose if we get 3 strikes, we can take you out with our Bronze Scales, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. Probably will just defend up. Yeah. Keep our Heal Hook, probably. What are we picking here? Discard? Yeah. Almost thought that was our well-laid plans. We have a pretty small chance of getting a weak next turn. So we almost certainly have to hold this for another turn afterwards. Oh, we got our Neutralize anyway, so it didn't matter. And that killed all of them. So maybe had an extra attack on that first one that I didn't need. Wasn't sure that we were going to be able to hit 5 cards though. Guess we survive or defend then. Just to get rid of all our days. Not looking bad though. I do need to remember that we can store energy with Ice Cream. Did forget that. Hold on to a Leg Sweep, I guess, at this point. Probably not going to use it before this battle's over. Can we play 5 cards? Does not look like we can, so we will just strike you once. And then just play everything else. Ice Cream definitely helps out with those 5-card turns. In future battles, just hold on to leg sweep again. And we can definitely overkill you, since we even could have triggered 5 cards. Kunai. Definitely want some shivs after all. Die, die, die. 13 damage to all enemies and exhaust. Not necessary. Neither is Piercing Whale. We will take a dash. Just have 1 sitting around. Anchor, 10 block at the start of combat. Some pretty high quality relics. Yeah, this cultist is absolutely going to get destroyed since he's alone. Like, maybe if there were 3 of you, he would have been a problem. But 1 at this point, absolutely nothing. No need to even leg sweep you. Since you won't ever get a chance to get an attack in on us. Not bad. Get a poison potion. Second one. Prepared. Good pick. We don't want to go from here. Haven't really decided that far. Guess we were heading for this shop, though we don't need to anymore. Probably anyways. We'll fight 1 more elite, I think. I think we can handle it. So, question mark. Upgrade or heal and then elite. Should also do the same with a fight over here. Go for the question mark for the chance of card removal or something. And we did at least get that in the form of a shop. The Terror would be nice. And there is Blade Dance as well. I think we actually might just end up skipping removing a card again. As bad as that is. Oh, Pen Nib also would be great. So would Shuriken. We do not have the money. That probably means we're not seeing them again in the future as well. And doubling up on Panache would have been good. It's, we'll probably find a Terror again in the future. Let's remove a card. Probably a Strike. Yeah, probably a Strike. Nope, goodbye, Strike. And no need for underhanded Strike. What are we gonna upgrade? Probably Laid Plans. Come, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. I like retaining 2 cards throughout the game more, though. Yeah, Lagavulin. He's got to die fairly quickly. Which we can just immediately deal a ton of damage to him. Which I will do. Our defense got slightly better. Thanks to Kunai. Not a great looking hand. We will throw down the deflect. And another defend, probably. It's unfortunate when well-laid plans ends up being at like the bottom of your deck in your first go-around. Definitely would have liked to held on to something there. Give me a leg sweep. And a heel hook. Neutralize also great. Prepared, huh? That'll be a dash gone. Did that for the extra 10 damage, I guess. It's looking pretty solid so far. Let's hold on to deflect, and I don't think we need Survivor for anything. It was the last run that we had that slight discard synergy. We'll take a defend instead. On the off chance, we can play everything in our hand with Ice Cream. Definitely cannot. Oh, give me another leg sweep and then a strike. Then pass. Definitely one of the tougher elites you can fight. This is a pretty good sign of future battles that we're doing so well. Got 18 damage. Definitely want to get a little bit more block. But that probably covers it. Good enough. We might have gotten some extra block if we'd made those strikes first. That may have been a misplay. And he's dead. Rip Lagavulin. He tried to stop us. Picked up money, I think, there by accident. Like, immediately. Well, I guess it's not really by accident. I sometimes worry what I accidentally click on, though. Escape plan, I think, is more necessary than terror at this point. Still, I think you can get away without a terror, even though it's really good. Definitely is not necessary. Not drawn to Panache, fortunately. Try escape plan then, for the same reason. Can we kill somebody? Almost certainly, right? I guess it's you if anyone. And you're the debuff guy, so may as well try. 7 damage, huh? That is enough. I would like to hold on to deflect, I guess, at this point. Let's just strike somebody. You are both exactly the same. Probably no use for leg sweep against louses. But we'll just get it out of our deck for now, I guess, by just holding on to it. Oh, that was easy. Didn't mention it, but Warpaint did just give us 2 block upgrades earlier. Pretty sure it had a lot of other options too. Oh well. Dagger throw could be okay. I'm kind of leaning towards skipping all of these. Could pick up an underhanded strike finally. So we have prepared and survivor now. But it is just a dead card at times. I think this is a skip. We'll be fine without any of those. And I think we're okay to upgrade again. I don't think 10 life will make the difference. Escape plan is 5 block. Prepared plus is probably the go for here. So neutralize, also really good to upgrade. Go for prepared first. Get the Guardian, which we probably could have checked on earlier, just didn't think to. So we get prepared. Good choices. I think we're going to save a defend and deflect, so that's fine. Hopefully we get our powers early for once, which we did get one. It's not weak in any way. And trigger his mode shift. just do that, I guess, this turn. Which we actually did not. Whoops. 7 damage, huh? Poison potions won't get purged, so we'll play them. And keep these guys. Or maybe these guys? I think this is a better combo, even though it is hard to trigger our 5 cards. Just debuff him a bunch, I guess, here. Good enough. Probably should have kept that 0-cost defend on second thought. Still not entirely sure when he transforms back, if it's like a set number of turns or something. We are fine to just do this, looks like. Keep our strikes for when he untransforms. Which he did there. His multi-attack's definitely good against with our bronze scales. He is weak, so we do want Heal Hook. Will probably be this defend gone, and probably a strike. Once again, probably could have kept the zero cost defend. I'll sort out the math for that one of these rounds, I'm sure. Keep our dash. And a defend. It is nice when you take like no damage against a boss, pretty much. Backflip for some 0-cost stuff, hopefully. We'll just dash then. In which case, maybe should have held on to that neutralize for next turn. I'll hold on to the strikes. I think we're going to win, so I don't think the decisions I'm making here matter too much, but I definitely don't think I'm making the right choices for every decision here. This should be all single cost cards. Probably. How many do you need to play? 2, right? Well, I guess we can leg sweep first to take less damage. I think of the first bosses, Guardian is probably the one I think is the easiest so far. Hard to say. That's not true. I guess Boss Slime is way easier. Isn't really often that we die to these first bosses. Yeah. That is a full defend already, so strike away. And he's going to take a ton from bronze scales. You are done, Mr. Guardian. And we'll move on to our second act. We get Wraith Form, Bullet Time, or Glass Knife. I haven't had a chance to pick up Bullet Time before. But unfortunately, I think Wraith Form is a better pick for this deck. Since we're playing lots of defends over and over. Sounds good. One of these days we'll actually get a chance to pick it up, I'm sure. No gold, no potions, or 2 relics. Let's go for the 2 relics. I would like the extra energy, but not at the cost of those 2 things. At this point in time, I guess we could have gone for no potions, but I do like the opportunity to potentially use them in the future. We have shops almost regardless of which way we go. Let's go for this one then. A chosen, so not great against our archetype since he will like to hex us, which means we'll get tons of days. Probably was better to dash and then strike. Well, I guess the ordering doesn't matter. Don't know why I thought I had to dash first there. Like as the only way of playing it. Suffer, there's our hex. Is he going to weaken us after that? He is not. So that's going to be wounds for sure. I don't know if we can get 5 cards this turn even with a prepared. What do we have left in our deck? A deflect. Yeah, pretty unlikely. So I will avoid drawing. That'll be a strike. And that's probably good enough. Hold on to this, prepared, and backflip for next turn. That extra energy will make it more plausible to deal that extra 10 damage to him. A Wraith form I like. What's left in our deck? I would like to keep Heel Hook if possible, but the option of playing Leg Sweep next turn isn't really great. Let's just hit him here and then keep a prepared and a backflip again. We now have the extra 3 damage every time we play skills. Even though we are going to hit a lot of days because of it. 2 cards to discard, huh? Probably 2 defends. Or even a dazed at this point. He'll probably die before that comes back around. There is actually no reason to defend this turn now that I look at it. Let's set up for next turn. And we were short energy on that, which was probably because of Leg Sweep. Definitely suboptimal play this run. I don't deny that. I don't deny it. Escape plan. Backflip. Flies. And a dash. Good enough. One damage is fine. With Ice Cream, you probably want to make a habit of not playing everything in a turn occasionally, just to make use of it sometimes. Especially since we get benefits of playing lots of cards in one turn. But I just have not internalized that strategy yet. You gotta die now, which you can, I think. Yep. Masterful Stab. Definitely not good enough, I think, for now. Choke? If we go for more zero-cost stuff. We do need a way to get energy, so maybe we shouldn't have turned down those 2 energy relics last floor. But I think we'll still try a choke in this deck. That's a pretty good opening hand, for once. I really want to play you. Which we can, actually. And I guess the ordering was probably wrong. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that's really good against these birds. Gonna take 1 damage too, so that's fine. And then we have bronze scales too, so these birds are just dead pretty much. Unexpected ways to kill an entire pack of birds. It's probably not enough damage. But we will dash once, I guess, and then they'll just kill themselves on us. Rip. Did get an artifact potion. Outmaneuver, I think, is fine. Though Flechettes could potentially do a lot of damage eventually. Let's take Outmaneuver. Gold, please. Library. Oh, definitely picking a card. Malaise, not bad. It's not upgraded or anything, though. Can any of these ever be upgraded? This event? Doesn't look like any of them are, so probably not. Whenever you draw this card, add a copy of it to your hand, deal 4 damage, exhaust. I think Endless Agony might actually work in this deck. In which case you want like an Expertise or something. Let me just see if there are any other cards I haven't thought about in the past. Dodge and roll, not bad. All out attack, never really picked, but I don't think this is the time. Blur, not bad, since we don't have any real way of carrying over our block yet. I think it's between Blur, Endless Agony, and then secondary choices might be like Expertise or Malaise. I think we'll take Blur for now, just to definitely get that. Our shop, we can remove a card if we want. Deal more Thornton's damage. Skewer could be pretty good with Ice Cream. Slice, more 0 energy stuff. Bandage up, always good. Can't get any of these, unfortunately. Would like Meat on the Bone or Ginger. I have enough to remove something and then buy some stuff. We're only 30, so definitely taking you. And we have 96 left, so definitely can remove a card. Another Strike honestly sounds good still. So we are slowly running out of ways to trigger Kunai. Hopefully Shivs will make up for in the future. Bandage up or one of these other things. Take Bandage up to be safe. Cursed Tomb. We're gonna take a lot of damage, but there is a chance to rest and then fight the elite, so I think I'll read it. In the book. At each combat, add a random power card to your hand. It costs 0 until the end of turn. Euchiridion. That's a different... I thought that was going to be the Necronomicon one. Guess not. That is pretty interesting, though. Hopefully gives us a good power. Our 1-off max HP, which is fine. Get Book of Stabbing. 1,000 cuts. Definitely play that immediately. Let's probably play Outmaneuver here. I don't think these two are happening this turn, unfortunately. So they can go away. Let's save ourselves some damage. And Backflip's going to be great next turn with our extra energy. This guy likes to attack multiple times too, so our 6 Thorns is absolutely going to wreck him. Panache. Neutralize. Deflect. Backflip. There's our choke. Can heal up. We already are blocking everything we need to, so just play those guys, I guess. That seemed like it was an okay turn. Not quite as dead as usually happens when you play that many cards, but close enough. We'll hold on to Wraith Form until we get an Outmaneuver played, I think. Let's just take no damage from now on. Since he'll likely die sooner than later regardless. There's another 3 attacks coming in. Dash. Would like to blur, but it doesn't actually carry anything over, so no need to. So blur and Wraith form for next turn then, I guess. There's our choke. And you can play a lot of 0 energy stuff, so you're probably just going to lose. There's our deflect. Can't play these guys anymore, so they can go. Yep. Not bad. Bottled Tornado and Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll, definitely great. Bottled Tornado to always get Panache, I think. Though Welded Plan's also really good. I'd rather get that for sure, though. Infinite Blades. Yes, please. Just getting all the powers, it looks like. What else do we got here? We got... Choke becomes 5 HP, which is real good. Outmaneuver is 3 energy. You do 5 damage. What has to happen first, though? I guess it is between one of those. Which do I think is going to happen more often? Probably Caltrops or Wraith form. I guess we're more likely to play skills more often than get attacked. And then this doesn't trigger as often as I'd like, so we still would probably get more out of Wraith form. Now let's go for Wraith form. It is a pain to play sometimes, but with Ice Cream and Outmaneuver, it shouldn't be as hard as it normally is. Get Old Coin, 300 gold. Any more shops? Looks like the answer is no for this floor. Just gonna bank that for now. Looks like I lied. Got a shop immediately. That also works, I guess. 2x cards at the beginning of combat. You can see our draw pile in order. Get Orichalcum, which we probably won't activate too often. I think we definitely want one of these 2 relics over removing a card for now. And then maybe a Malaise on top of that, even though it's not upgraded or anything. Or another Caltrops. Another Caltrops could be real good. I think more often than not, I'm probably just going to forget to look at my draw pile. And it still is like, there's not much we can do about it, even if we can see the future. So let's take this. It costs less, and then we can maybe buy some other stuff. It should probably be these 2. Still could technically get Orichalcum. Not likely ever to make use of it, though. I like the Caltrops idea. I just don't know if I want Malaise yet. This costs us an entire turn at some point. It is a skill that we can play for 0, though. Even if it just exhausts itself, and if we upgrade it, it at least does 1 of each. Let's take it, and then maybe regret it later. Regular fight. 3 cultists. Should be really dead. Yeah, especially with this hand. Rip that 1,000 cuts. Maybe should have choked someone there. Still can. Or we could throw down Caltrops. Let's just try and kill this cultist as quickly as possible, I guess. We are 1 off, unfortunately. Oh, with choke, he still died. Really would have liked to deal another 10 to these guys, though. Slowly making our way towards that future. I've said it before, but once we can start just playing tons of cards and not worrying, I think we're in a good spot. This is a defend turn, I think, though. Still no Rolloid plans. Can't keep that. Wraith form. Is looking like a good turn. Can we trigger our 5 cards? Can indeed. Hope we need to hit you once. Actually still alive. By 1 HP. Oh, I think this deck is looking good. It's one of the better decks we've had Ascension in a while, apparently. Prepared, yeah. Give me that. A bird and a chosen. It's unfortunate we can never get our 0 cost skill, apparently, with how we chose to play this. Get rid of some strikes, I guess. Well, I guess we could have kept 1 if I wasn't gonna play dash. I don't really see a reason to stop you from attacking us. So you'll deal 15 damage to yourself, so yeah, that's plenty. Let's focus on this chosen for now. Guess there's no reason to play this, so we'll keep it. And we get our Hex. Good job, Thorns. Definitely can Wraith form here. We also could Malaise for 6. Could even defend a little bit and then Malaise for the rest. I think we'll Wraith form. Malaise for 1. Deal some damage. Yeah, you're pretty dead, Chosen. Hold on to our Blur and Leg Sweep, I guess, for next turn. Or a turn he finally decides to attack us, if that ever comes, since he'll probably die in like a turn. A choke probably will be enough. Yep. I'm feeling pretty confident for once here. Backflip again is probably fine. Let's go for this elite. That's how confident I am. Gonna purposely fight another set of elites. Definitely a harder set of elites than I would have liked. Got an after image eventually coming in. Let's neutralize you. And probably just try and finish you off. Whoops. Guess I could, once we get well-laid plans up, store shivs for future turns. 18 damage and thorns, not bad. Almost bandaged immediately, not seeing the choke. Maybe did something wrong there. We may have given that last guy an extra attack. I mean, these are one of my least favorite elites as well, and we just absolutely wrecked them. I'm pretty stoked. Damage, or not damage. Well, you're technically damage, or you'll just die. That also works. Bag of marbles. Yep, do like a first turn with extra damage, seeing we get shivs always. Get rid of the ancient potion. Actually, that was probably a bad decision in retrospect. I don't think we heal hook often enough, but it is a zero cost card when he can make it work. Let's take it. Let's go for the question mark. Get a Snecko. Yeah, Artifact would have been okay here. Not great to see him with this deck, I think. Oh, we got 40-ish HP out of the way. 30? 30-ish. Escape plan, I guess. Let's, I think we should just defend. Hold on to... Oh, that's right, we don't have well-laid plans yet. I always feel like it's like innate or something, but it never is. There it is for 2. It's a bit cost prohibitive in my world. I think we go leg sweep, backflip. There's a heal hook, which works apparently. You actually can play 5 cards with prepared, so let's do it. Get rid of that heal hook and Panache, I guess. I'd rather keep well-laid plans and prepared. Whoops. Still making that same mistake every turn, I think. It's totally gonna well-laid plans that are well-laid plans that we haven't even played yet. This is looking good though. Yep. Definitely did enough damage there. Flying Knee, Bouncing Flask, or Dodge and Roll. I think we're finally good to skip these. Dodge and Roll's nice, but so is Flying Knee. Don't think we need to pick it. Do we even have a Flying Knee yet in this deck? I think with so many strikes and defense still though, we don't want more stuff like this. Or do we? I think we'll take it. I guess we'll take it, even though I just said all that about not taking it. Can't help it. So Malaise is a good upgrade. So are these Caltrops. I think at least getting some use of Malaise always is a good pick. I think we deal enough damage already with our current sets, so we don't need to upgrade them even further. We'll worry about that after we get our useless cards fixed up. So we get Bronze Automaton. Get our well-laid plans as well, finally, on our first turn. So I won't forget that we don't have it like 10 times. Backflip, and a Defend Plus sounds good to me. So they're probably okay to steal whatever cards they want from us, I'd imagine. I won't be too mad. Get rid of these guys. Play this. I think we'll keep Caltrops and Leg Sweep over Blur. And take a bunch of damage this turn. We took our Choke, which is a little bad. We wouldn't have been able to use it on the boss guy for a while with his artifact. This looks like a good turn to potentially Malaise. Did kind of want to consider using these, which might be a little late on this turn. Let's drink them. We'll get more potions next floor. I think we can make the heal hook happen on you, but we don't have energy, unfortunately, in that order. Yeah, we'll do this. Then hold on to these guys. No weak, unfortunately. So probably we'll just hold on to heal hooks for next turn. Not a ton of block compared to what's coming in. But these guys should die next turn. Probably. With little interference from ourselves. Still no weak. We do need to hit you once, right? That should probably be the Shiv in that case. Or, I guess we could have let our random 5 damage sort that out, potentially. But we're taking no damage otherwise. Let's try and get Panache trigger first. And one more attack, I think. Yeah, we'll keep choke in, heal hook. Definitely played this first half of this fight quite recklessly, but I think we'll be fine. Still. Whoops, if we were going to choke there, that should have been then. Which I guess we probably won't then, just try and block up as much as possible. What else are we throwing out? I guess we'll have to throw out choke if we're going to try and play most of this other stuff. Yeah, I guess it didn't matter too much. 50 damage. Hyper beam, huh? Did 3 damage to us. That's what we like to see. Don't think we're going to have time to outmaneuver before this boss is dead. Especially with him stunned that turn. We'll just Shiv immediately. Some backflips going, probably. Heal hook. To escape plan. Into another heal hook. Into a blur. Yep, you are pretty much dead. Deaderino, Mr. Ron's automaton. We get an opportunity to pick 1,000 Cuts, Phantasmal Killer, or Tools of the Trade. I think we'll pick up 1,000 Cuts, why not? Play tons of cards, so it works out. Bit of extra damage here and there. And we get Runic Dome, probably? Because I think we're once again at the point where we don't need to see what they're doing. We just defend a bunch and do a bunch of damage through that. I think I will play Act 3 here. It's not what I usually do. I may need to play faster in the future if I choose to do this more often, but there is the chance that we just die like halfway through and then I have to start another run like halfway through the next episode, which I'd rather not do. So let's go for this shop or something. We have Orb Walker. Should be pretty dead on his own. Definitely something to be said about the order we did all this stuff in. Let's get rid of you. I think we definitely want a Flying Knee. Getting more blurs on the roll will be good in the future if we can. with our runic dome now. I think I still play you. There's our 1,000 cuts, which I think we will throw down. Some malaise for 2, I guess. Get burned a little bit, shouldn't matter. Yep. I don't know how you choke an orb walker, but we definitely killed it with a choke there. Flying knee. I think we're good. Like, dagger throw might be okay still in that case, but we have a flying knee now finally. And we have our new relic, which once again I've completely forgotten that we could read descriptions of these. The runes are can't speak for some reason. Indecipherable. There we go. Let's skip these. Onwards. I wonder if we'll ever give fast mode a try. I wonder how much time that would save in a run. I don't necessarily want to speedrun in this game or anything just yet, since we're still pretty early on in our playing it, all things considered, but I haven't exactly seen what fast mode does yet. And it may just be a superior way to play, if it literally just cuts down on all the non-thinking time. Which could save like 10 minutes across the run. Duplicator. Before you utilize a decorated altar to some ancient deity, duplicate a card in your deck. Do we actually want to duplicate anything? I guess a second Panache would be it, if anything. Literally doubling the amount of damage we deal from it. But it's not upgraded or anything, is the other issue. Get more heals is another option. Or we could double our Shiv's output. Or we can also double our neutralizes. I'm leaning towards Shiv output. It's not upgraded yet, right? What is it upgrading to? Oh, it already is. Let's go with a second Infinite Blaze if we can play on turn 1. Since it is innate, and just knock more space out of our opening hand that we don't even have. There's card removal. Happy Flower, kind of okay, especially with Ice Cream. Footwork, I think we finally need to get one of those. I think it's Footwork, Happy Flower. And then we're okay with all the strikes in our and blocks in our deck at this point. Still, I guess. Yeah, you guys are done for. You need someone, and strike someone else. That block was a bit unfortunate, so maybe we should have done more damage to them. These two. Looks like 5 cards to me. What are we at? 6 block? Not too comfortable with that. Nope, we killed one, which is honestly unfortunate, and it probably will come back here. But we at least potentially knocked out some damage. We did attack twice for quite a lot. I only hit for 10. If we choke you, we probably can win this turn. Yep, definitely. Is unfortunately we took a hit though. Yeah, let's skip these. We already always have a full hand pretty much. Don't need to go to this shop at all. Let's maybe head up this way. Or we have a rest before a elite, just in case that matters. Definitely want to try and get some rolling block. Probably should have choked this Guardian. Guess we won't. Just see how that works out. Get rid of your debuffs, which I guess should be the last thing we do then. Yeah, I guess we definitely should have choked there. You might have actually just been dead in that case. You're probably going to defend up for a lot, as usual. There's our footwork. One of these are almost certainly going to attack us this turn. Let's kill one of them then, potentially. We do need to block up. Go for that instead then. Get our extra energy next turn. I wonder if this number carries over between battles. I haven't really paid attention to that in the past. 1,000 cuts. There goes all our block, and we're going to take a bunch of damage because of it. Quite a dangerous position we found ourselves in. Since if this is some kind of big attack, we could be in trouble. Oh, good thing we have a rest opportunity. Block potion, which we're probably going to need in the future now. There's another backflip, which we could take. May as well. Rest up. Regal Pillow may be MVP based on our decisions. Here's a Nemesis. I think he might have been changed somewhat in the last patch. I don't exactly recall how. Definitely just want to get all these out of the way. Should be fine. Maybe you should have defended more there. Yeah, I think we go for a full turn of Malaise. Seems like the right choice to me. Then he shouldn't really hurt us too much before he becomes invulnerable. Which I may have been wrong to some extent. Just see what we can get going here. There's our blur, so we definitely want to play all our defends that we can. Let's see if we draw into any energy at all. Don't have well-laid plans yet, right? So no need to hold on to Wraith form. Oh! Did that wrong, I guess. Didn't expect that to happen more than anything. So I guess I should have. In which case, I'll hold Survivor for next turn. That was an intangible turn, or a non-intangible turn, I'm just now realizing. So maybe could have done more to him. Got all our blocks in thanks to last turn. Unfortunately, can't carry over any more. So we'll just do that. He is now damageable again. Let's see if we get a choke. Caltrops. Probably is going to need to be a block turn. We have so much energy. I think it's the defends that have to go. Even though they're real good. Oh, there's our choke. Skin did everything in the wrong order. Maybe dash would have been better there, on second thought. Nope, 18 more hits, and he's dead. Which isn't impossible with this deck. Finally play our Wraith form. And probably take no damage this turn. Indeed was the case. Can we kill you this turn? We did. I thought you were going to be intangible, which is why I asked that question. Definitely can. Otherwise, we got Runic Dodecahedron and Molten Egg. Alchemize, not too useful. You don't get any strength or anything, so don't really need a dagger spray. How many fights are we gonna have left? Like 5 or something? I guess that's enough to potentially be useful. We'll skip it. Don't need to worry about it. We'll skip this shop too, I think. And there will be no more after that, most likely. Winding Halls. You have 2 Madness, lose 8 HP. Become Cursed Writhe and heal 16. I think we'll be cursed. So we're going to fight an elite in a second. Which one do we want to fight? Probably the one that has a rest after it. Right side definitely looks easier. And there are 2 elites on the left lane. Pair. Finally, back to normal HP somewhat. 73. And this opening hand just can basically just not be anything but this at this point. We have like 3 cards that we draw. Post everything else. Only just now realizing we only need 1 attack ever to make Kunai work too, thanks to all the shivs we get. Leg sweep you. Alright. So if we remember correctly from last time we had a deck like this, it is, I guess, better just to defend as much as possible each turn, just in case they end up going for really big attacks. Do get a malaise, which you probably will use. Get rid of that guy, and Wraith form, I guess. Not quite enough to get the kill. So we're gonna hope for the random 5 damage, which we don't actually have active yet. Whoops. Didn't even block. Probably should have block potioned. And this is definitely a little scary now. Less so when things like that happen. Like, that was a good block turn, and we also just kill him. Up to more relics, Gremlin Horn and Bowled Lightning. What skill do we always want in our hand now at the beginning? May as well be a 0 cost thing. You don't really block on turn 1, so Blur isn't necessary. Maybe Bandage Up, just to get it out of our deck. Malaise, also an option. Let's go for Malaise. That could be good against bosses or something. Another Well-Laid Plans. Another Choke. A Choke Plus at that. I think keeping a card out of our deck for a while is pretty good. When did our deck get so large? I may have made a big error towards the last half of this run, not paying attention. I think we're fine to take a 0 cost Well-Laid Plans. It's definitely probably the largest deck I've constructed so far. did get a shop. You have to remove anything. Another well-laid plans. Against a better judgment. We are theoretically thinning our deck with these well-laid plans. We have another rest. We do. Let's rest after then. Oh, I guess well-laid plans it is. It's to get more cards out of our deck actively. This could be really bad, depending on what we decide to do. Can we kill a repulsor immediately? We can. Should prepared. What aren't we playing this turn? Probably leg sweep. Select, whoops, wrong order there. By a lot. Who's gonna be alive the longest? Probably you, with the most HP. We actually triggered our 5 cards twice there. 10 cards played on turn 1. Without, like, any top or anything like that. Or energy gain. Kept him alive so we can shiv a bit more this turn. Would like to blur if possible. Yeah, you've got to happen. Should be fine. I guess we defend and outmaneuver. And hold on to this heel hook. That was surprisingly better than I thought it was going to be. We have 8 energy. And we rolled over our block. So, yep, you're just dead. I hope we can do that to the boss. Yeah. To our boss, it was Time Warp guy. Let's get rid of the explosive potion then. The card draw, not the greatest against him. We are actually in big trouble. That is why I said actually twice there. We definitely can't play this many cards often against that guy. Well, we'll skip this for now. We may have to pace ourselves in card playing. Still think we play this first. Do we just malaise you after that? I think we do. Then keep the shivs out of the way for now. Took 5 damage and have a bit of draw reduction. Footwork needs to go down. Definitely need to deflect. He is weak. Flying knee. Survivor. So every time we play 12 cards. Are we at 7 or do we have 7 left? Looks like we're at 11 now, which is actually really bad for next turn. Maybe should have switched the potion just to trigger it there. Should drink these guys now. I think we should probably save more HP than just 4. In which case, it'll be defend. Luckily we have Ice Cream. So the HP is not totally lost. Well-laid plans, escape plan, heel hook, wraith form, really going to be important. We backflip first. I think it has to be both defends. There's our Caltrops or 1,000 cuts? I think Caltrops are more important at this point. Once again, just barely off of being able to trigger that, so I think we will drink this potion. Then outmaneuver and well-laid plans again versus preparing. This may actually be more fine than I thought it was going to be. Play all our big cost stuff now, I think. Hold on to this prepared for a better turn. Sooner than later, he will finally run out of weak. Isn't great. Let's try and trigger this thing this turn. If we can. Which should happen. Definitely. Bandage up now, finally. Who knew as long as you can trigger that every turn that you'd be fine against Time Eater. There's a choke. Heal hook for sure. Definitely want blur probably. This is looking like a good turn to me. That did quite a lot of damage. What exactly is this guy? Like some kind of weird... Is that clothes or a shell? Kind of looks a bit like a slug type thing. Oh, that's right, he heals, so we have to be a bit more careful. Like sweep. That actually did end our turn. Whoops. Didn't realize we were one off. Do a 53 block though. Fortunately, it's not going to carry over or anything. Heal hook. Let's get some stuff out of our hand. That will be able to trigger his Time Warp this turn. We're probably going to need to wait for a choke again to kill him. That definitely makes it harder. A choke and lots of card draw. Oh, we got what I asked for. Can I make it still? I think we do this for heal hook. Whoops, we just triggered him. Darn it. Don't heal again, please. Got 96 more damage that we need to make happen. I mean, it's looking somewhat plausible. Oh my god, is he gonna heal here? Please attack me. We actually did it. Without having to struggle too much. Like, I knew we were going to do it, but I thought we were going to have to wait like 10 more heals. So I'm glad that it wasn't the case. To thump, to thump. Deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. This is the heart of the Spire, the source of this evil. So we actually did get through Ascension 1 as the Silent. I'm actually really happy. Because I thought that was going to take like 10 times longer than it did. We actually got through it faster than we did within the Ironclad, which I would have not expected at all. Oh, up to 3,000 damage. Will we unlock anything? Show us the unlocks. Nope, I don't think so. Still need one more win. Oh well, we still did well enough, I think, that time. I don't think 665 is anything that great, from what I've seen. Oh! We did it! I think that's going to be it for this episode then. Thanks for watching. Do consider giving the video a like and dislike so we can know where things stand, and see you next time where we will play Ascension 2 as a silent. See you then.